Okay, sir, we are
Okay, so
live.
here we go. 30 minutes from now, and the prize distribution it will be happening. So far, Gukesh has not touched the trophy. Atro and Shomik both joining me. Gukesh had multiple photo shoots, multiple different things. Anybody following the feed will know. Even when he had the photo shoot with the trophy, he has not touched. He has not touched it. He will only touch it during the prize distribution. Atro just sent us a lot of visuals. Neil, can you play the visuals on the side? The build up, what is going on in the prize distribution hall, what is going on in the venue. That's what I said. I mean, play the visuals, Neil, on the side, and then we can talk over it. Atro can give us a sense.
And the owner of the school that Gukesh went to in Chennai. It's
By
called
the
the
way, this is
Vellamal School, and
by the way,
it's
this is
famous for
Neil, just pause
producing
it,
chess
pause it.
players. Sure.
This is a quick chat with. Why don't I let Atro talk about it? Atro, talk about it, and then we can play it.
See, I was in Chennai for quite a few years. I mean, I worked there. And Vellamal International School is a very famous school over there. They have many branches, and they're famous for nurturing and producing and promoting chess players. Gukesh is a product of that school, and we had the co-owner of the school with us, having a chat with us. He's in Singapore. He came here yesterday, and this is what he has to say. Your first reaction, I mean, how has this been?
So we are very, very happy, and we celebrated yesterday in India, and now we have come to Singapore. Eagerly waiting for the praise distribution. I met Gukesh. Gukesh was so cool, has come cool, and we are waiting for Gukesh to come to India. We are waiting for him to welcome him.
Since when do you know Gukesh? I mean, since when?
Gukesh started his schooling in our school, second standard.
That's about what, 15 years ago?
Yeah, 15 years ago.
And was he always an exceptional child?
No, second when he was in class 2, he became district champion. Then slowly become state champion. Then slowly national champion. Then under 7, under 9. Like this.
And what is the school? I know that after he won the candidates and after the Olympiad, the school organized a function. Yeah. And now, what are the plans now?
See, we gave him a Benz 1 crore last time for participating in this, and we hope that we will do better this time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so there you go. Neil, can you also give us a sense of what is going on, the visuals that Atro sent, and let's take first comments. Atro, what is going on? Give us a sense, and then I'll go to Shomik.
See, there is a huge queue over here. I mean, to get into that prize, the hall where the prize distribution function will take place. There's a long queue, as you can see from the visuals, and people have turned up in large numbers. I am tempted to say that the numbers are bigger than even the match days, possibly. And this is, you can see. I mean, there are so many people, and they have come from all over Singapore, and many of them have come from India. I met the Indian Chess Federation president over there. I met who's Nitin Narang, and I met Mr. Bharat Singh Chauhan, who's a former secretary of the All India Chess Federation. They are all here. And you can see, I mean, not just the officials. It's not about officials and players. There are so many people over there. I mean, you can see the long queue over there, and they have all come to witness this piece of history, and they all want to share this moment with Gukesh, and it's been, quite. As we can see from these
Atro,
visuals, that
anyone can come? Is this a ticketed event or anyone can attend?
no, this is not a ticketed event. This is not a ticketed event, and the people who come here can get in.
I was
And there is a
seeing
big
from
rush.
your visuals only. I was seeing from your visuals, I could be wrong, but there was a kind of a signage which said meet and greet with Gukesh. Is there an opportunity that these guys can see Gukesh? What Is there an opportunity that he'll sign some autographs? What will happen? Give us a sense.
Yes, I mean, just about 10, 15 minutes ago, an autograph signing session was going on, and Gukesh was signing autographs for the fans. It was only for the fans, and there were lots of them, as you can see, and there was actually a huge queue to get that. I mean, get his autograph, and autograph session was actually a part of the curriculum. I mean, curriculum is a bad word, but was part of the program that that the organizers had put up in place for the fans to take Gukesh's autographs. And but sadly, there are no selfie opportunities.
Then the Indians will be disappointed. Shomik, if you don't let them take selfies, they will be extremely upset. But more importantly, we had a chance to speak to Paddy Upton today, Shomik. Fantastic interview. We will play the interview at 5 p.m. But before that, Ding said today he's at peace. There is a video that is going out from the FIDE handle or the International Chess Federation handle. And if you see him, he's smiling, he's playing with nature, he's fiddling with water, maybe his family. It seems to him, seem to me, having seen him, that the weight has gone off his shoulders. He has given a great fight, Ding Liren. Lots of respect to him. Shomik.
Absolutely. And at the press conference also yesterday, he spoke about how this has been his best performance this year. After after winning the world title, beating Nepo, it has been a bit up and down for Ding. And especially when after going 2-1 down, the way he came back, he probably played his best game. He probably played his best game, and every time the way Ding played. In fact, I was talking to Athru the other day and telling him he can write a thesis on how to find the right moves when under pressure. So from that point of view, he is a world champion. He was the reigning world champion. Um, Huge credit to, and people are talking about this blunder, the 55th move blunder. It happens like Kasparov said. It happened with Vichy also against Carlsen. Kasparov himself said it happened to me. Matches takes it toll. It was creditable for it was creditable for Gukesh to pounce like a hawk. Once the opportunity was there, playing with the black pieces, and as Vishy told you, it's about the attitude.
What is
Someone
there
who
is
is
a
a
question
world
here.
champion.
There's a question here, and it's an important one that we are seeing a lot of nonsense coming out from the trustworthy USSR. Vladimir Kramnik saying something, a lot of Russians saying something. Why would you be so nasty? I mean, why can't we just digest? This is India's era. India is now the force in world chess. What's the problem, Atra?
See, it's a bitter pill to digest for a lot of people. I mean, those who have traditionally dominated the world of chess for so many years. It's possibly, I'm not sure if this is the exact reason, but possibly it's difficult for them to accept that they are not among the superpowers anymore. I mean, this was the first ever World Chess Championship final between two Asians. So it's for the Soviet lobby, or the erstwhile Soviet lobby and the Russian powerhouse. It's a difficult thing to accept, and their player Nepomniachtchi lost to Ding Liren in last year's final. This year they didn't even qualify. They did not do well at the chess Olympiad. So different things will come up. I mean, these things happen. I mean, this is not completely new. I mean, when things do not go right for somebody who have been at the power center of it for so many decades, it's difficult to digest. And possibly that's one reason why they are saying these things. Because, I mean, it's ridiculous to say that Ding Liren deliberately considered this match. I mean, how does it go? I mean, there is lots at stake. I mean, not just money. The winner takes home $1.35 million. So why would somebody forego that and make an error deliberately? So these are things that happen. I mean, these talks come up from time to time. And I think in the days to come, we'll possibly see more of these things. I mean, more people will say that Gukesh is not the deserving world champion. But come on. I mean, he qualified through the official channel. He beat the defending champion in this humdinger of a match. And then, I mean, what is there to, complain? But people who want to complain will complain. We cannot stop them, right? I mean, it's like trolls on social media, almost.
Beautifully said. Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, Gukesh has blitzed through the Olympiad. Yes, Shomik, I'll come to you. He has blitzed through the Olympiad. He has won the candidates. He has won the world championship, and now he's not worthy enough. Get lost. Yes, Shomik.
No, I think Gary Kasparov has put that to rest, and I just wrote a copy on that. He has called this the era of Viz's children. He has called this the era of Viz's children. It's not Gukesh alone. Alone, we have Arjun, we have Prag, we have Vidit, we have Nihal. So, and he also said, see, before the championship match, even Kasparov took this world championship with a pinch of salt, saying that I don't consider it a proper world championship because the world's best player, Magnus Carlsen, is not playing. But now he said the fact of the matter is that Gukesh is the world champion. We must celebrate it and we must tip our hat to him. And he also linked it to India's rise as a nation, the vast talent pool that India has in every sector. So I think it has been, but more than the Russian Chess Federation big boss, uh, there could be anything. It could be politically connected also. I don't know, because chess is always intertwined with politics. But I mean, it. See, I will come to that later, because how it is different from any other thing. It gives you soft power. It gives you soft power. But I was appalled to see the tweet from Vladimir Kramnik. You are a former world champion, and you are writing that that's the end of chess the way we know it. Sad, which is very, very unbecoming of a former world champion.
That is exactly why Anand has always said that he's unworthy. I mean, good on him. Anyway, we had a chat with Paddy, and here's why. Prakrit and a lot of people ask writing here that what an amazing boy. Prakrit, listen to this. Listen to how Paddy Upton explains this. I asked him. Paddy said he has worked with 350 elite athletes. I said, where will you place Gukesh and why? Here's what Paddy Upton had to say. Neil, play the clip. You said top five. Uh, tell my viewers the top four because they will understand where you are putting Gukesh. At least give us an idea of the top four.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, it's not an absolute, and I wouldn't put him at number 5 or number 1. But other guys who had that, Virat Kohli. I've been lucky to work with Virat for quite a long time now, and Virat's got an amazing awareness of his mind. He's a consummate professional, and he delivers under the highest pressure. A Rahul Dravid, consummate professional. And there's something that I haven't mentioned, that Gukesh, for me, an athlete achieving world championship status or gold medal, that's not greatness for me. That's a great athlete. But true greatness is when you have someone who delivers at the highest level, but is a really solid, good, grounded human being of sound character. And that for me is what makes Gukesh great. And if anyone wants to listen to a masterclass in humility, a masterclass in media management, if you listen to Gukesh's interviews, but his press conference after winning, so full of emotion. People asked him, about his game. He spent 4 or 5 minutes acknowledging his opponent Ding. He spoke about Ding with incredible humility. It was not I can tell you, it was not a scripted speech. Then they asked him a little bit later, tell us what are the things that you really did well on your journey to get here. And he went and he spoke about everyone other than himself. He spoke about his team. He spoke about his parents. He spoke about God. He was very generous in his praise towards me, towards his whole coaching staff. And they pushed him. And what did you do well? And he defaulted again to the people that supported him. And it was a masterclass in humility, unscripted humility. It showed the character of the person. And when you get a successful athlete, celebrity, businessman, politician, who is also a great human being, then we're talking about true greatness. And at 18 years old, not only on the chessboard, but in the game of life, Gukesh is a true gem. And what's really important now that he has really good people around him, good support around him. He's going to have challenges going forward on and off the board, but he has the ingredients and is already shown, to be a true great. And at 18 years old, that's uncanny to have that. We've got a really special human being here, not just a special chess player.
Beautiful. Atriya, tell me.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, these are the things that we were discussing last night after when we were talking about Gukesh's press conference after winning the title. That he acknowledged the first thing that he said was that I congratulate Dingliren. I mean, he said, even went to the extent of saying that he learned a lot about fighting capability, tenacity, and those traits from Dingliren during the course of this match. I mean, we saw that Ding fought against all sorts of adversities. I mean, he was down on position, he was way behind on time, but each time that happened, he kept coming back. I mean, on most of the games, he lost 3 games, won 2 games, but in the other 9, he was, I think, he was under pressure in 7 of those, and each time that happened, he came back. I mean, he showed something which nobody comprehended. Nobody saw those things coming, and still he pulled those things off. And for Gukesh to acknowledge that first up is exactly what Paddy is saying. That it's not about being only about a world beater or a world champion. It's about being a good human being. It's about being grounded, and it's about being humble. I mean, greatness is something which does not always result into wins. Greatness is something which acknowledges everything that is around that person, and Gukesh has shown that, and he has shown how remarkable a human being he is at the age of 18. And well, I mean, now going ahead, nobody knows what the limit is.
And
And
I have to put this on record. I have to put this on record. Shomik Atriya and I, we were obviously everybody since yesterday wants to talk to Gukesh and his father. So, by the way, Dr. Rajnikant and I are reasonably good friends. I mean, I've had several conversations with him over the years, and Trisha has also joined us in the studio. She'll join us here. So, the plan was that, and by the way, going into the competition, if you remember, he had given me an interview. Gukesh had given me an interview, which was a written interview. So at that point, he said, "Not let's not do video now. We will do it at the end of the match." I said, "Fair enough." So we will do it at the end of the match. After the match yesterday, Atriya told me what was going on, so I had sent him a message, and I'd also sent him Rishi Anand's interview. So basically, what we had said was, Eshotisha. So I had written to him. I had written to him that whenever you have a moment, please do tell us. Please do tell us, and we will record. He didn't respond last evening, and understandable. I mean, everything was going mad. Today at 4:40 a.m. in the morning, he starts writing to me. The first thing he said was profound apologies because I couldn't respond last night. I was like, what? And by the way, I had just gotten up. And he starts writing, and then he says, you must understand, he's not slept. I'm responding to all messages. Your message is at the top of the pile. That's why it's first thought I'll let you know. And then we kept chatting. I said, I hope you remember our conclave. He said, March, date, motive. And it was strange. And then I said, I hope my colleague has met you. He said, yes, I met your colleague. And today after the press conference, we'll catch up. I told Astro about that. This is exactly what it is all about. The humility and the modesty. Trisha, we were talking about the Paddy Upton comment. We just played the comment where he spoke about how a great champion is that kind of a person who just is not a player, but also is a great human being. And he explained the Gukesh thing about the way he celebrated Ding, the way he celebrated everybody in the team. You were there at backstage when I recorded with Paddy this morning. Your thoughts on that aspect, Gukesh, the human being?
Absolutely humbling. I mean, I think Atrola was saying that he is humble, but when you listen to him, when you see, and when Paddy Upton was talking about him, you could clearly understand that Paddy Upton somewhere was mentioning that, good things happen to good people.
Absolutely does. By the way, someone's asking if we'll cover the bungee jumping. Apparently,
Bungee.
it's to. After yes.
Atroda is
Guria,
going.
just about 10 minutes to go for the prize distribution. I have to get in. I mean, there might be a queue.
Jao, jao, jao,
Can
jao,
I?
jao, jao. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Go, go,
yeah,
go, go,
yeah.
go. But
I,
you remember my request. Yeah, Shomik,
I will,
your thoughts on
for
the.
sure.
No, after it's okay.
I,
I
I,
hope you
I, I,
remember.
I have it. I have it. I have it on my phone, and I keep remembering it, and I'll get it done. Yeah.
Done, done. Shomik, bolo the human aspect of Gukesh. Chess base India, what? The Lamin, Yamal, Leo Messi, chess base India, what? I mean, can you tell us what?
Lionel Messi and Yamal has got
Oh, I
nothing
think
to
I
do
think
with
I
chess.
think it's about the chess base streaming the thing. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they were doing the streaming from Mumbai and they were cutting to the prize distribution. We will bring you all the clips here also. Chess base India has done excellent coverage.
Hmm.
Make no mistake, excellent coverage. This is their preferred domain. This is their choice. They are the Sagar, whether it is Samay, Tanmay, Tanya, excellent work from all of them, and this is how it should be. But please understand, we are celebrating how much they were watched, etc. Even at its peak, they had 1 lakh viewers. A normal IPL match is watched by 7 crores. 7 crores viewers concurrent, and this was watched by 1 lakh. This is World Championship going on. That is how unequal the level playing field is. And that's how hard you have to work to make these sports popular. That's how hard we have to work because there are no sponsors. So great work by them. Show me your thoughts.
I can give you the other end of the spectrum. See, the thing is that I mean, obviously in India, chess chess is gradually rising, steadily rising as a popular sport. So many people, and I experienced part stand at Tata Steel Chase. I mean, people were there just to have a glimpse of Magnus. But that said, it will take time. But I can give you the other end of the spectrum. And apologies if there is. I will come to that soft product. Yeah, since last night, I was trying to figure out where does this rank in terms of sporting achievement as far as Indian sport is concerned. And I think this is the greatest Indian sporting achievement since Neeraj Chopra's gold at the Tokyo Olympics. Because we can, I mean, the fact of the matter is that we can talk about India winning the T20 World Cup. Harsh reality is for two-thirds of the world, they are unaware of India have won this T20 World Cup. Now, Gukesh winning the Chase World title, it is everywhere, be it Washington Post, New York Times, Dark Spiegel, L'Equipe, everywhere. And as you know, as we all know, this is something which is closely followed by the head of states. We have seen, like, we have seen Richard Nixon's involvement in Spassky Fisher's match through Henry Kissinger, and it has been a story for over the years. So when you are winning world title in chess, it when you are winning in cricket as a country, it doesn't give you soft power beyond a handful of Commonwealth nations, but when you're winning a world title in chess, it gives you a diplomatic soft power also globally. So this is the significance of Gukesh's win.
Absolutely agree. I mean, during the Cold War period, this has been much talked about. There is a lot of literature. Even during Sultan Khan, if you go down in history, you will see that. Quite a few interesting questions. Hikaru always says from Prakrit, India's interest in chess is growing huge. Anyone over 2700 rating gets financial support. Hikaru has been a solid supporter, and Hikaru understands this very, very well. Also knows this is the market. Hikaru has celebrated Vishwanathan Anand big time. Uh, there was a question from Keshav. Trisha, take
Hmm.
it. But Kramnik used to take training camps for Indian youngsters. Not so. It is not able. It is not correct to say he's not able to digest. But then why would Kramnik cry foul? I mean,
Yeah.
not the right world championship, end of chess as we know it. What nonsense is all this?
I think what I saw in that tweet is basically someone crying foul for no. It's always like the grass is greener on the other side the moment India wins something. I think he did not expect Gukesh to win. Understandable. He underestimated Gukesh, 18-year-old. Nothing surprising. I mean, if you underestimate an 18-year-old,
That's
it's
fine.
not it's such a big deal. I think he unnecessarily did not need to. He had to be the bigger party here.
Exactly. I mean, from a world champion coming, this even accused Gukesh of cheating in the
Yeah,
Olympiad.
yeah. I mean,
Amartya says that absolutely, and this is what is not befitting of a world champion. And Shomik made this point earlier, but chess is a truly global sport. My friend congratulated me from Jakarta. Of course, it is a global sport. Of course, it is a global. Today, some fool wrote to me saying, "Is it a game or is it a sport?" I said,
huh?
"What do you mean? I mean, what do you mean? I
What does
mean,
it even mean?
I didn't know. I didn't know. Somebody wrote saying Magnus has not participated in the World Championship." I said, "So? Did say somebody stop Magnus from participating? Magnus was the one who withdrew. Big deal. The Ding Liren went and won. I mean, if someone today denies
And is
that,
this someone an Indian who's tweeting?
yeah, Indian.
Yeah. No, I mean, why are Indians never happy for their athletes? Like when we win, you search for reasons that XYZ did not play, hence we won. When we lose, then hell breaks loose, you know. Guys, it's not easy for an 18-year-old to be a world champion.
And,
So,
and what a character! What a character! He didn't sleep like, by the way, last night. Okay,
how can
let
you
me
sleep?
let me ask both of you this question. Tell me what was dinner, folks. All of you who are watching this, what was dinner for Gukesh last night? Quiz question. I will answer in 1 minute, but before that, I will take answers from Shomik and Trisha. All of you guys watching, tell me what was dinner for Gukesh last night. Shomik, you have the first crack.
I saw his interview, his brief interview, and he was asked that you have so many Polish assistants I mean, so many Polish people in your camp. Have you turned your food choice, culinary choice, to something European? He said, no, it's the other way around. They have turned to Indian. So I think it has to be something Indian, sambar rice and payasam.
Trisha, your chance. Good try. Good try. Like we said in quizzing, he worked it out. Good try. Very good try, but not correct, Trisha.
Curd rice?
Okay, so I asked Paddy this. This is on record. Neil, if you can get that clip of that Paddy Upton interview where he's talking about the dinner plate. If not 5 p.m., we are live streaming it, right? We are streaming it. 5 p.m. we are streaming the Paddy Upton interview. You can watch it there. So I asked Paddy, I said, what was dinner? So he, for a second he pauses and then he says, 8 of us were there. We spent time till 2 a.m. But between 8 people, not even 3 beers were consumed. So you can understand, and he was very disappointed. I was like, between 8 people, not even 3 beers were. And I'm like, so Paddy, what did you eat? And he said, no, no, basic Thai food. Gukesh is vegetarian, so for me, some chicken stir fry. We were all chatting, very happy, but you can understand it wasn't really a celebration. It was the only part of the interview where Paddy Upton was a little. He said, what do I say? 3 beers between 8 people, and basic Thai food again tells you how these guys are, how rooted, basic.
Yeah.
It is no over the top, nothing, Trisha.
Absolutely, I think. But interestingly, guess what I had for lunch? I also had Thai
Thai food.
food.
You are an elite company, Shomik. You must have Thai food now. Basic stir fry, Shomik.
Absolutely. And see, it speaks volume of his upbringing. It speaks volume a lot for the family he belongs to, the way he have been groomed. He has been groomed as a youngster. So that is when I see a guy, when I see an 18-year-old guy, I mean, without a tattoo in his hand, without an earring, stuff like that. So that is, I mean, that the first impression is the best impression. Even before going into his case, that impression creates a positive vibe.
অমর তো শোনার পরে থাই চিকেন কারি বলছো কেন? তাহলে তো সবাই জানতে পেরে তো।
Very smart,
ভেরি
very
স্মার্ট, হ্যাঁ
smart.
অমর তো। After I said Thai food, stir fry, chicken fried rice, you are saying Thai chicken curry. Come on, boss. I mean, it's okay. Neil, if you can get that clip, তাহলে চালাতে পারো. If you can get that clip, it will be lovely to play that. স্বপ্নীলকে বলছে দাঁড়াও তৃষা. If Trisha can tell Swapnil, we will play that clip. কি বলছে? দিচ্ছে বললো, দিচ্ছে।
Hmm.
Okay, we will play that clip. But before that, Neil, if you have the Anand interview, play it one more time. Play. Oh, that somebody selling Shovik. I have a tattoo. Shovik, I am a good man. Prakrit, beautiful comment.
Well done,
Beautiful.
Prakrit.
Well done, Prakrit. You're a star boss. Beautiful comment. Oh, lovely one. But yeah, Neil, play the Anand interview. We have a second world champion. You paved the way. But today, I was watching you also, and all of us thought it was a draw. Your first reaction, please.
My first reaction is obviously it was a surprise. I was just sitting around thinking, it's good he's putting pressure, but I still don't see any way for him to break through. And the advantage was very small. And suddenly, Ding blunders. And it occurred to me that it was Gukesh. Sometimes you have to sit there and keep trying, even when there's no way forward. So today he was rewarded not only for his chess, but also his attitude.
And when it, can you please put it in context how important this is for the sport in India? Because it's sort of Vishwanathan Anand was that enigma. You're my generation. We grew up on you, and my understanding of the sport, and we always felt we had one Anand who was our response to Kasparov and some of the others. But now this entire generation, Gukesh and Arjun and Prag and all of them modeled after you. Can you tell us how important this is from the perspective of the sport?
It's fantastic. We have a generation of players. Even Gukesh, by becoming the youngest world champ in history, he has the biggest part of his career ahead of him. So this is a generation that's going to leave an impact for many years to come, and will keep us India engaged with the sport for many years to come. And I'm very, very proud that I played a role in this, not only by getting chess into the public realm, but also through my recent thing with Vaka and the academy. The fact that Gukesh, Prag are all in this academy makes me very proud.
Absolutely, and he wears that on his blazer, and all of us know, at least I do, what role you have played. But a lot of people, lot of chess players who I spoke to, Vishy said to me, he was overwhelming favorite. That did not happen. Were you a little surprised with the way Ding played to just understand this entire match?
Obviously, there was a realistic chance that Ding would continue not to find his form. But equally likely for me was that Ding would suddenly rise to the occasion, and that is exactly what happened. But what was surprising was that often one of them would lose a dramatic game, and then that would motivate them to come back. This happened a couple of times. The match was very, very exciting. In a way, a pity to end like this, but it shows. But again, Gukesh was rewarded for his attitude.
Final question. Candidates from nowhere, 2 Olympiad goals, men and women gold medals, now the World Championship. Is this the best time for Indian chess about to come now?
It's going to be hard to top this year, but I'm happy if they prove me wrong.
Fabulous. Once again, for you, what you've done for the sport, continue to inspire. You're a hero of all of ours. But today, young Gukesh, 18-year-old, has made India proud. Vishwanathan Anand, thank you very much for speaking to me. Thank you. By the way, Shomik, you have that clip. Neil Chala bhai, we have the clip of dinner last night.
No, afterwards, in I guess what one would anticipate from a humble person like that, it was, his father, his sponsor, his coach, 1 or 2 people who were really close to him. And it was a dinner, 8 of us, and the celebration, I think, but in all 8 of us until 2 o'clock in the morning, I think there was 3 beers drunk between 8 people. So it was
What did you have? Because he only has Indian food.
This time we went out and we had Thai food. So it was all, he's a vegetarian. So it was, the celebration was over, stir fries and chicken fried rices and tom yum soups and, vegetarian stir fries and Coca-Cola.
Shomik, Paddy Upton is visibly upset, one has to say.
Not even a bottle of champagne was uncorked.
And the face he made and said, only 3 bottles of beer. I mean, what celebration? Only 3 bottles of beer.
Three, not only 3 bottles of beer, Trisha, in 8 hours, which is which is a crime.
8 hours, 8 people, three
Eight
bottles of
hours,
beer.
8 people, 3 bottles of beer after winning the world title. Ah,
এটাই হেডলাইন,
Let I hit
এটাই হেডলাইন,
that.
this is the headline. This
this
is
is
the
the
headline.
headline. Okay, we'll come back to this. Let me take a question. Actually, this is an important question asked by someone. Who is this?
Shubhajit Paul.
Shubhajit Pal, right?
Hmm.
কি ভাই শুভজিৎ পাল তুমি বলছো ওকে ক্লিয়ারলি ইউ ডোন্ট নো হাউ টু প্লে চেস ইফ ইউ ক্যান ডাইজেস্ট দ্যাট ডান্স এন্ড সিং ওভার আ WCC 1 out of PT. Shubhajit, I love conspiracy theories. I really love. Today, if someone came and said, I can cry and I can see India win 20 gold medals at the Olympic Games, believe me, I will start crying now and make you cry so that 2 buckets are full. Believe me, if crying and dancing and singing can get 20 Olympic medals, we will do it. Somebody with a rating of, you are talking about being making a howler with a rating of 27 something, right? How many howlers do you want me to recount in the history of not only chess but in the history of world sport? How many howlers do you want me to recount? Under pressure, when he is facing time, but how many howlers? You tell me. If you tell me 25, I will list 25 for you. I will list 25 when people have come under pressure and have failed at the highest moments when they could have achieved immortality. What I don't understand is how you can disrespect your own champion. What I genuinely don't understand is how you cannot have the basic human instinct to respect an 18-year-old who has in turn given Ding everything. What I don't understand is how you, as an Indian, want to look down upon a countryman who has made 1.3 billion people proud. You might be the greatest chess aficionado. You might understand chess more than Shomik, Trisha, me, anybody watching for that matter, all of us combined. You can be the next grandmaster in the waiting. But what you are, you are a cynic, you are trying to be sarcastic, and I pity on you because your life is going nowhere. That's the problem. As Paddy Upton just said, you might be the greatest player, but unless you're a good human being, and today is
Doesn't matter.
Gukesh's day, unfortunately, you are not. You are trying to disrespect the man's hard work and trying to look him down. That's where you failed yourself, your family, people who are close to you, everyone watching, most importantly, Gukesh and Indian sport Shubhajit. So I leave it at that. I feel sorry for you.
And
Uh, I guess
and
he's
I
lost money in betting. If you've lost money in betting, at least you've done something. I don't think you're worth of that. Yes, Shobit.
I just quote from Gary Kasparov, arguably the greatest player in the history of the game. I just quote him. He said, as for the blunders, which world championship or world champion was without them? I had my share and recall the double blunder in Carlsen Anand 2014 G6 matches take a toll. This is what Gary Kasparov is saying. And here, I mean, here's I mean, some idiotic minds are questioning our own world champion.
শ্রমিক না, এটা আমি বলতে হবে হিসাবে বললাম শ্রমিক ইজ এ জেন্টলম্যান। সো শ্রমিক তো আমার মতো স্ট্রিট ফাইটার না, ইডিয়টিকটা বলতে গিয়ে দুবার হোঁচট খেয়ে হি ওয়াজ অ্যাবাউট টু সে ছেড়ে দাও। বাট অন আ মোর নোট, শুভজিৎ, let's give you an opportunity. I think you kind of thought you'll be different. I really hope you change. Believe me, there's an opportunity. There's an opportunity, Trisha.
Whether there's an opportunity for
For
him
him
to
also.
change.
Of
Yeah, of course,
there is.
everybody has an opportunity to change. I think we should all leave. The comment section should also leave.
Nepomniachtchi made a big blunder last year.
Yes,
Huge blunder.
absolutely.
And he was crying after that.
And tell me something, in big matches, Be it cricket, be it
Unless you make a blunder, who how did the other
absolutely. I mean, you're a human being. For God's sake, Ding is a human being, and that guy. You know what? Honestly, I don't even think you're doing a disservice to Gukesh alone. You're doing a disservice to Ding as well. That guy fought so hard. He was completely out of form. Came back in the World Championship. 11th game down, 12th game played
Yeah,
fantastically
best game
well.
of his life.
Best game of his life. 13th game drew. 14th game also. If it had been tie break, he would have been back again. But
Okay, Neil, Atreo sending live visuals from the prize distribution. Egulo chala.
play it. Come on.
Come on, play it because this is the prize distribution hall. He's sending us visuals from there.
Yeah.
Whose interview is this? The former coach of the Indian
Yeah,
team.
that's getting
Okay,
edited.
it's getting edited. Visuals of the prize distribution hall. People are coming in. Play those, Neil. Play those, and I will ask another question of Trisha and Shomik. Okay, tell me.
But why is everyone saying Nepo did a blunder? Who is Nepo?
Nepo Miyachi.
Oh,
yeah.
Nepo Miyachi.
Yeah, Nepo. So
Nowadays, there's so much talk about nepotism. I don't
Nepo. Okay, question for both Trisha and Shomik. Right through this World Championship, there was this common thread. And by the way, everybody who's watching, a lot of you clearly have followed. Right through this World Championship, there was talk that why is Gukesh not taking a draw? He can take a draw, he's pushing. He's playing on for half an hour more, 1 hour more, trying to push Ding. Even with black pieces, he was refusing draws. Why was he doing it? Because sometimes even people said, I mean, is he silly? Because he can just take the draw, nothing is going to happen in this game. Why was Gukesh not taking draws? Shomik first, then Trisha.
It was a fight between fire and ice, right? And Ding loves his ice cream. Ding chilling became the favorite meme and a social media trend. So from that point of view, it's between fire and ice. It's basically the style of play. They, I mean, I think right from the start, Gukesh knew that whatever he has to do, he will have to do it in 14 rounds, because if the game moves to tie break, then Ding will have a clear advantage. So, especially towards the business end of the World Championship match, he was not taking those chances. So, I mean, he wanted to drag it on, and yesterday, his move paid off. Unless he hung on, unless he, if he would have taken the draw, if he would have taken the draw, then it might have been a draw after 40 moves, but he continued. Gukesh continued, and eventually Ding cracked that 55th move. uh, that rook, that treading of the rook, that became the turning point of the game. So perseverance, it was about perseverance, it was about courage of convictions, and it eventually paid off.
To tire, he wanted to tire Ding mentally and physically, and get the blunder which he got eventually yesterday. I think that was what he was going for. He kept going, and then he was pushing Ding. He was waiting for this, that when Ding would tire out and then make a wrong move.
Trisha's right, Shomik is right, Ayush is right. A lot of people who just wrote this uh, that he
But
was
you have
trying
to
to
take
push.
Amarto's comment once you finish with this.
Shomik da পুরো খিলিয়ে দেন
Gen Z.
Gen Z memes এর খবর রাখে অ্যাবসলিউটলি কি ভাবছো কি ভাই তুমি শ্রমিককে কি ভাবছো তুমি Gen Z memes এর খবর রাখবে না কেন রাখবে না but coming to the answer, yes. And by the way, I am not saying this. I asked Paddy and he said, look, when we were preparing, we continuously said to Gukesh that whatever happens, the plan for us was he will keep pushing Ding, keep him on the board, tire him out, wear him out, keep him on the board, so that eventually that 14-year age advantage will come into play. Gukesh will be the fresher one compared to Ding, who will be the tired one. Yesterday also he was keeping him there because at the back of his mind he knew he has to play a tiebreak. And his thought was, if I have to play a tiebreak, let me wear this guy down so that I come back fresher the next day. It was not an instinctive call. It was a well thought out plan by Gukesh and his team. Keep Ding out there for as long as you can so that he is the fresher one, and that's how it happens. These are visuals. Neil Arekbat Chala. These are visuals from the prize distribution hall. As you can see, people are filling in. Atra Mukhopadhyay sending us these visuals. He is right there. We will come back. We will come back with more. Closing comments at this point in time from Shomik and Trisha. Great show. Love to do this. Love to do this. As you can see, people are filling up the prize distribution hall. Atra will be sending us visuals.
This Zurab interview is ready. Let's see.
Okay. What is the pronunciation? It doesn't matter.
So we have the former coach of Indian chess team, Mr. Zurab's interview ready. Neil, since we are ready, can we play that? It's live, by the way, from the prize distribution.
Mr. Zurab Azmai Parashvili, Grandmaster from Georgia, who worked with the Indian Chess Olympiad teams in the past. Sir, my question is, how different is this current lot from the bunch that you worked with?
Well, it was quite a long time ago when I worked with the Indian Olympic team. It was in Calicut after Pune tournament. Indian players already were very good with the leadership, of course, great Vishy, but Vishy was not there. So Kiran was there, number 2 player, and Hari Krishna and so on. So, but today it's completely different generation in India, and today you are not only leading the world, but you are guiding the world how the chess players have to play in the future. Yeah, so I'm impressed here in Singapore by Gukesh and by all players who are Olympic champions now. Olympic champions. It's amazing results. And for this, I would like to thank all India Chess Federation because they, last 10 years, I would say like this, that they did a great job and great effort to build such a generation which we have now.
What do you have to say about Gukesh? I mean, he has had a phenomenal year.
Of course, definitely, he is phenomenal, and not only chess player. You know, I want to speak generally about Gukesh. He's not only modest person, but we have to understand that he's only 18 years old. He's controlling his emotion. He's controlling his body. It's absolutely impossible in such a way when you are becoming world champion to control yourself. So it means something. Gukesh, it's a combination of the great talent and great personality.
And where do you see this Indian new generation of players going ahead? I mean, in 5 years from now, what do you see is going to happen?
Absolutely, I will be not surprised if next match for the World Championship title will be between 2 Indian players.
Thank you so much for joining us on Rev Sports. Thank you so much.
By the way, I have to put this on record. Shomik, Trisha, Atreo has done phenomenal.
Oh, fab. Has been outstanding. Only some issues stand, otherwise.
Okay, you tell this story and close the show. Everyone watching, listen to this story.
Yeah, I think everyone should know how tough it is for people on ground. So suddenly, Atrada calls me after the show is over and he says, Trisha, there's an emergency. I said, what happened, Atrada? He says, my tripod. I said, what happened to your tripod? My tripod is not closing. See, the 3 legs are out and these legs are not coming. I said, what? So I explained it to him that, oh, you have to put this up, then close it. He was like, oh, I was roaming around with my tripod like this.
But
you will have to give us. I'm with Atre on this because I'm in the same boat in the sense. Although I know how to close tripods, but you will have to give us some age allowance. So that is the only thing. And
this is why I have immense respect for Atroda, because when he started, I think on his first tour, he did not know how to how to go about recording in a phone, putting it on a tripod. From then to now, it's a whole complete change, and only because he is willing to learn. I don't mind, Shamikda, these video calls or phone calls, because anybody who wants to learn, I'm always there.
So he sent another video. Let's see what it is.
Actually, is sending videos by the second.
If it's another video, we can just play it and then close, or what video is this? It's a general.
Do something.
Look at this beautiful video.
Yeah.
Look at the children. Look at the children. Neil, visual ke chala. বাচ্চাগুলোকে চালা
বাচ্চাগুলোকে চালা মানে
বাচ্চাদের ছবিগুলো চালা
Actually, Neil, you can just put it in a loop. All the visuals that Atroda has sent, just put them in a loop, and
আপাতত এটা চালাই যে তারপর লেটস ফিনিশ দিস।
Neil, respond. No, no response.
ওরে নীল চালা বাবা।
Just visual বলে দিল তো WhatsApp এ, তো just visual টাই চালা। What happened to that space reporter guy?
Look at it. Look at the children there. Look at those.
Yeah, yesterday they were dancing the most. I'm not saying they're the exact same children. I don't know. But they were dancing when Gukesh won.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And one of them, did you see that one of them was actually on his father's shoulders, screaming Gukesh, Gukesh.
These are great visuals. We will keep bringing you. We will make a package. We will make a package of all of this from the prize distribution and put it out also. We will keep bringing you visuals from the prize distribution at 5 p.m. We will put out the whole Paddy Upton interview for you, and maybe around 5:30, maybe around 5:30, Trishami, Shomik, and Atro will join for a quick half an hour live on the prize distribution. What really transpired with all the visuals. Shomik, কোথায় এদিক ওদিক পালিয়ে যেও না। So,
No.
বলছে না।
No, I'm here. My day starts at 12 o'clock. 11:30, 12 o'clock, তারপর থেকে বাট আমি কালকে নিয়ে টেনশনে আছি, কারণ আমি যখন কালকে উঠবো তখন দেখবো ইন্ডিয়া যদি ফার্স্ট ব্যাট করে ফার্স্ট ইনিংস অল আউট হয়ে অস্ট্রেলিয়া 3টে উইকেট পড়ে গেছে।
ম্যাচ অর্ধেক শেষ, আমি তার 12টার মধ্যে।
Okay.
First India bat all out.
Hello, this is degenerating into complete nonsense. Let us end this show, but it's been great fun. All of you guys who joined us back, please watch at 5 o'clock. Please watch my recommendation. Watch the Paddy Upton interview, and we will be back at 5:30.
This is conflict of interest, Boryada. You do the interview
And then I recommend the
interview. But do watch. Do watch and do join us at 5:30.
Absolutely.